Part 1. The Echo of Your Being. It began in silence. Not the kind of silence that comes from solitude, but the kind that follows you even in a crowded room, the kind that whispers to you when the noise dies down, asking if this is really all there is. You might remember a moment like that. A strange sense that something was watching you, but not in fear. Watching you the way a mirror watches, waiting for you to notice yourself. That's when the question first arrived. What if reality isn't reacting to what I do, but to what I am? We grow up believing in action. We're told to hustle, to push, to grind. We're measured by what we produce, not what we radiate. And so we become performers of effort, thinking if we just do enough, the universe will reward us. But the quantum field doesn't care about effort. It responds to frequency. And frequency is not what you say. It's not even what you think. It's what you are. Your being is the signal. Your state is the command. This is the secret most people miss. The quantum field does not respond to your words, your affirmations, your goals, your vision boards, not unless those tools change your state of being. You can recite affirmations all day, but if the frequency behind them is fear, doubt, or desperation, the field will mirror that. It's like trying to smile while your heart is weeping. It doesn't fool the mirror. The field is the grand cosmic mirror, and it only reflects one thing: your dominant vibration.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
So here's the shocking truth. You've never been creating from your actions. You've been creating from your frequency. Every moment you are broadcasting a signal. That signal is your identity. And that identity is what the field responds to. Not sometimes, not occasionally, always. Which means the results in your life are not random. They are precise reflections of your current state, not your potential, not your desire. In your state, let that sink in. Because if that's true, and it is, then everything changes. You no longer chase. You no longer beg. You no longer plead with the universe. You realize the universe is not withholding anything from you. It's simply giving you you. It's giving you what you are, not what you want. So the question becomes, who are you being right now? What are you broadcasting with your presence? Your posture? Your breath? Your emotions? And here's where the gift lies, because once you understand this, you are no longer a victim of circumstance. You become a creator. Not a creator through force, but through alignment. You shift not by fighting your reality, but by shifting your frequency. That's the huge gift most people never open. They think the shift is external. But the field doesn't respond to your environment, it responds to your embodiment. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who wants to attract love. They read the books, they make the lists, they go on the dates. But inside, they are still vibrating lack, still holding on to old wounds, still feeling unworthy. The field doesn't respond to their dating profile. It responds to the subtle vibration of I am not enough. And so it reflects that again and again, not as punishment, but as an echo, a perfect feedback system. So take a deep breath, because this realization can be painful, but it's also liberation. If the field is always responding to you, then you don't have to wait for anything outside to change. You can shift your state now. And as you do, The field must respond. It has no choice. It's law, not moral law, not spiritual law, quantum law. The field is not testing you. It's not judging you. It's not deciding whether you are worthy. It is not a parent. It is not a God in the sky. It is a mechanism of reflection. It is consciousness responding to consciousness. Oh, your consciousness, your vibration. And here's the question that cracks the illusion wide open. What if everything you are experiencing right now is the most honest reflection of who you've been being? That question requires courage, because it means you have to stop blaming. You have to stop waiting. You have to stop pretending that you're powerless. You have to own your frequency, and that's terrifying for the ego, because the ego thrives on control and story. But the field doesn't care about your story. It cares about your signal. So you either shift your story to match your frequency, or you shift your frequency and let the story change itself. We are not taught this. We are taught that reality is solid. That time is linear. That cause and effect is external. But in the quantum world, everything is entangled. Everything is immediate. Everything is vibrational. You are not separate from the field. You are the field in a localized expression. You are not in the universe is in you. So how do you change your frequency? You don't force it. You feel it. You choose it. You embody it. You become the version of yourself who already has what you're asking for. Not in imagination, in vibration, in emotion, in presence. That's your access point. That's your power. And I know what you might be thinking, I don't feel it yet. I can't just pretend. But there's a difference between pretending and becoming. Pretending is in the head. Becoming is in the body. It's in the breath. It's in how you speak to yourself, how you walk into a room, how you honor your boundaries, how you hold your nervous system in peace, even when your mind is screaming for control. This is the art of vibrational integrity. Living in alignment with the version of you that already exists in the field, the version of you who is whole, abundant, free. That version is not in the future. It's in a different frequency, and the only way to access it is to match it, not later. Now, the field doesn't delay. You do. So here's a practical question. What would that version of you do today? Not in fantasy, in reality. How would they move? What would they stop tolerating? What would they say no to? What would they say yes to? What would they release not because they have to, but because it no longer vibrates with who they are? You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to get it honest. This is not about being positive all the time. It's about being aligned, being truthful, being conscious. You can feel grief and still be aligned. You can feel anger and still be in power. Because alignment isn't about mood. It's about coherence. It's about your full self saying the same thing, your thoughts, your heart, your body, your energy. So let me ask you again, from a deeper place, what are you being that you're not aware of? What are you broadcasting unconsciously? What frequency are you living in simply because it's familiar, not because it's true? Can you feel the weight of that question not as blame, but as invitation? Because the moment you become aware, The moment you witness your vibration without judgment, you reclaim your power. That's the moment the shift begins. Not when the money comes, not when the relationship appears, not when the healing is complete. The shift happens now in the invisible, energetic choice to be someone else. And that's the gift. That's the miracle. That's the great cosmic joke. You don't have to change the world. You just have to change you. And the world will follow. Because the field is always listening, always responding, always reflecting what you are, not what you wish for. So now, right here, with no one watching, I ask you the question that could change your life. Are you willing to shift your being, even if nothing outside changes first? Are you willing to hold the frequency of the outcome, even when the evidence isn't there yet? Are you willing to become now what you've been waiting for? Because the quantum field responds to one thing only, and that one thing is you. Part 2, the power hidden in plain sight. Let's go deeper now, beyond the surface of words and into the marrow of what it means to embody a new reality. Because if the quantum field responds only to your state of being, then the most important work you can ever do is to become aware of your state, not occasionally. Not when things go wrong, but as a sacred discipline. Most people are not living, they are reacting. They are not choosing, they are recycling. Thoughts, emotions, assumptions, vibrations, echoes of the past dressed up as the present. And then they wonder why nothing changes, why the same patterns show up with different faces. You cannot fool the field. You cannot manipulate it with cleverness. You can only match it. You can only align. It's a universal law: frequency attracts frequency. Resonance is reality. And so the most honest question we can ask ourselves is this: what am I resonating with right now? Not what do I want? Not what do I believe intellectually? What does my body say? What does my emotional tone reveal? Because your nervous system never lies. You see, the gap between the life you desire and the life you're living is not time. It's vibration. The field doesn't operate on your calendar. It does not need years to deliver transformation. It only needs alignment. And alignment can happen in an instant. One breath, one realization, one shift in self-perception. But we delay it. We tell ourselves stories. We tie our identity to the struggle. We say things like, "I'm working on it," or "I'm getting there," not realizing that getting there is a frequency of separation. What if you stopped getting there and started being here as the version of you who's already arrived? What if you stopped waiting and started embodying? What if you stopped trying to change reality and started changing the only thing that ever mattered: your own signal? That is the gift of the field. It doesn't require you to be perfect. It requires you to be congruent. Congruence is when your thoughts, emotions, actions, and energy all say the same thing. It's when your inner world becomes coherent. That's when the field listens. Let's talk about coherence. Coherence is the language of power. It is the state where all parts of you are in agreement. No internal conflict, no hidden resistance, no shadow pulling in the opposite direction. Coherence is not about controlling your thoughts. It's about aligning your heart, your breath, your body, and your consciousness into a single frequency. And when you do that, even for a few seconds, the field shifts. The mirror reflects a new image. Reality begins to reorganize itself around the clarity of your vibration. You've probably felt it before, even if you didn't have the words. A moment of stillness, a moment of deep knowing, a moment when you felt completely at home in yourself. That was coherence. That was you, unfragmented. And in that moment, you didn't need anything. You weren't chasing. You weren't trying. You were simply being. And in that being, the universe was responding, not with delay, but with precision. So how do we live from that place more often? Not by force, not by effort, but by awareness, or by presence, by becoming deeply honest with ourselves about what we are actually broadcasting. The field doesn't respond to who you pretend to be. It responds to the frequency beneath the mask. So ask yourself, what have I been pretending not to feel? What emotions have I bypassed? What truths have I denied in the name of positivity? This is not about being positive. It's about being real. And when you are real, raw, honest, fully present, your frequency becomes clean. Not perfect. Clean. Truth is a high frequency. Not just spiritual truth, but emotional truth. Embodied truth. When you stop hiding from your own frequency, you become magnetic. You become the signal your future has been waiting for. Let's bring it into the body. Your body is the tuning fork. Your breath is the dial. Your heart is the transmitter. Every emotion you feel is not just a mood, it's a message. It's information about your alignment. And most of us have been taught to ignore that, to numb it, to override it. But if you want to shift realities, you must feel your way there. You cannot think your way into a new frequency. Thought is only one layer. Feeling is the bridge. Being is the arrival. So here's a practice. Right now, close your eyes. Feel your body. Not your thoughts, your body. Where is there tension? Where is there openness? What emotion is living underneath the surface? Don't try to fix it. Don't try to analyze it. Just witness it. Let it speak. Let it vibrate. Let it move. Because the moment you allow your inner world to be heard, it starts to harmonize. And that harmony is the signal. That harmony is the frequency. That's what the field hears. That's what reality responds to. Not your to-do list, not your vision board, but your inner harmony. So instead of asking, what should I do today? Ask, what frequency am I living in right now? And then ask, what would alignment feel like? Not look like, feel like. Because the shift begins in feeling. It always has. Let's go further. If you truly believe that the field only responds to your state of being, how would you live differently? How would you spend your mornings, your evenings? How would you treat your body, knowing it's your transmitter? How would you speak to yourself, knowing every word is reinforcing your signal? Would you still wait for permission? Would you still tolerate what doesn't match your frequency? These are not rhetorical questions. They are doorways. And if you walk through them honestly, you begin to see something extraordinary. Your life is not happening to you. It's happening through you. You are not reacting to reality. You are projecting it, filtering it, shaping it, one emotion at a time, one belief at a time. one breath at a time. And here's where the mystery becomes a miracle. The field is not just listening, it's loving. It's intelligent. It's alive. It's not cold science. It's divine responsiveness. It wants to give you what you are ready to receive. But readiness is not about time. It's about resonance. You don't receive when you're worthy. You receive when you're aligned. So if you're waiting for the universe to deliver, ask yourself, am I in the frequency of receiving or the frequency of waiting? Am I living as if it's already done, or am I broadcasting lack in disguise? You can't fake it. You can't trick the field. It knows, because it is you. It's the part of you that's bigger than your story. The part of you that remembers. That's the final truth of this part of the journey. The field doesn't just respond to your being, it is your being. There is no separation. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. And when you shift internally, the whole field shifts with you. That's the huge gift. That's the cosmic grace. You don't have to chase your future. You only have to meet it in the frequency of your now. So I ask you one more time, from the deepest stillness within me to the deepest knowing within you, are you willing to live in the frequency of your desired reality? Even when the world hasn't caught up yet? Are you willing to hold the vibration of abundance when there's still debt? Of love when there's still loneliness? Of healing when pain still lingers? Because the field is not waiting for your life to change. It's waiting for you to change. Not into someone new, but into someone true. Into the version of you who doesn't hustle for alignment because they are alignment. The one who doesn't plead for miracles because they are the miracle. That version is already here. You only have to remember. Part 3, you are the frequency. Now we arrive at the moment where the truth no longer feels like a concept, but like a presence. You've seen it woven through your own life, those uncanny moments when something shifted inside you, and suddenly the world around you rearranged itself. Not because you figured it out, but because you felt different. That's not your imagination. That's not coincidence. That's the quantum field responding not to your effort, not to your desperation, but to your frequency. And once you glimpse that truth, you can never go back to the illusion of being powerless. The most radical thing you can do is take full responsibility for your vibration. Not in a way that blames you when things go wrong, but in a way that empowers you to stop waiting. Because the field is not a judge, it is a mirror. It has no opinion. It simply reflects. That's the gift. That's the challenge. That's the key. You are not being punished by your reality. You are being shown where you are vibrating from. And the moment you see it clearly, you can shift instantly, fully. But here's the part most people miss. You can't shift with your mind alone. You have to shift with your being. You have to shift with your breath, your posture, your tone, your choices. You have to feel it in your bones. You have to carry it into your interactions, into your silence, into the mirror. You have to be so loyal to the vibration of your desired self that the old self falls away not by force, but by irrelevance. It simply no longer fits. It no longer resonates. This is not about pretending. It's about returning. Returning to the version of you that already exists beyond fear, beyond conditioning, beyond the noise. The version of you who is not trying to get there because they've always been there. That version is not a fantasy. It is a frequency. It is a choice. And it's available in every moment you stop rehearsing the old frequency and start embodying the new. Let's be practical now. What does this look like in real life? It looks like choosing stillness when the world tells you to panic. It looks like forgiving when you have every reason to hold on. It looks like trusting when all the evidence says not to. It looks like walking into your day already embodying the outcome you used to beg for. That's not delusion. That's creation. That's quantum alignment. You are not here to chase what you want. You are here to become it. And when you become it, the field has no choice but to reflect it. It's not personal, it's law. That's why it's a huge gift, because you don't have to wait anymore. You don't have to suffer your way into a new reality. You can feel your way there. You can breathe your way there. You can choose your way there, now. But you must be consistent, not perfect consistent. The field doesn't respond to bursts of emotion. It responds to the dominant vibration, the one you return to again and again, the one you practice in your quiet moments, the one you carry when no one is watching. That's why the inner work is everything. That's why meditation, presence, embodiment, feeling it all matters, because it tunes you and the field listens. You've probably noticed this already. When you're in a state of peace, things flow. People respond differently. Synchronicities appear. You don't have to force. You don't have to prove. You simply are. And everything around you starts to echo that. That's not luck. That's resonance. And the only reason it doesn't happen more often is because we forget. We go unconscious. We start reacting again instead of radiating. So here's the final invitation: become the signal. Not sometimes, not when it's convenient, but as a devotion, as an act of love, as a way of being. Let your frequency speak louder than your words. Let your energy walk ahead of you into every room. Let your alignment be your identity. Because the field is not responding to what you want. It's responding to what you are. And what you are is not your thoughts, not your past, not your fears. You are the awareness behind all of it. You are the chooser, the observer, the frequency and form. And when you remember that, you stop pleading with the universe. You start co-creating with it. You start dancing with it. You start playing with the energy that has always been waiting for you to notice your own power. So what does that power feel like in your body right now? Not as a theory, but as a sensation. Can you feel your breath slowing, your chest opening, your spine straightening without effort? That's coherence. That's alignment. That's you remembering. That's the version of you the field has always responded to with miracles, abundance, peace, not because you earned it, but because you matched it. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are simply vibrating at a frequency that has created your current reality. And the moment you change that frequency, the field must respond. It cannot not. That is the law. That is the gift. That is the miracle hidden in plain sight. So I ask you now, as clearly and gently as I can, what frequency are you ready to live in? Not visit, live in? What version of you are you ready to stop imagining and start embodying? What truth have you been whispering to yourself that you're finally ready to believe out loud? The quantum field is not waiting for you to prove your worth. It's waiting for you to stop denying your being. It's waiting for you to stop acting like someone you're not. It's waiting for you to become honest enough to feel the vibration of home within yourself and call it real, to call it now, to call it done. That is the final shift. That is the moment everything changes. Not because reality bends to your will, but because reality mirrors your essence. You don't have to fight for your future. You only have to feel it. You only have to live it. You only have to trust the one thing the field responds to you. So the next time you wonder why things aren't moving, don't look out there. Look in here. Not with judgment, with curiosity, with compassion, with power. Because the quantum field is listening. And it's not listening to your words. It's listening to your frequency. And your frequency is everything. Let this be the moment you remember who you are. Let this be the moment you stop waiting. Let this be the moment you become the signal. Because the quantum field responds to one thing only. And that one thing is you.